Here's the thing, you're disciplined. You grind every day. You show up early, stay late, hit your targets, and yet you're broke. You've done everything right at work. You're organized, you follow the rules, and you work harder than most. But somehow, your life outside work, chaos. Your finances, a disaster. Your dreams, still out of reach. And I know that feeling, because I've been there too. That sick frustration of knowing you're capable, but life isn't rewarding you the way you think it should. My name is Kai, and I spend way too much time thinking about mindset, discipline, habits, and the brutal truth about success. If you're someone who works their ass off every day but still feels like you're running in place financially or personally, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're going to break down 3 reasons why being disciplined at work doesn't automatically make you wealthy or successful in life, and more importantly, what you need to do to fix it. Here's what most people don't realize. Discipline is not the same as direction. You can be the most disciplined person in the world, showing up, grinding, doing your tasks perfectly, but if your energy is going into the wrong things, you're just spinning your wheels. Let me explain. Imagine a hamster on a wheel. That hamster is disciplined, right? He runs every day without fail. But guess what? He's not going anywhere. All that effort wasted. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Most people assume that if they're disciplined at work, life will naturally reward them. They believe, if I just keep grinding, I'll eventually get rich. But that's a flawed assumption. Work discipline only translates into life results if it's paired with strategic action. If your energy is going into a low-paying job or tasks that don't grow your wealth, no amount of effort will change your bank account. Actionable step number 1. Audit your work. Ask yourself, does what I do at work actually contribute to my life goals? If not, start shifting your effort toward high-leverage tasks, skills that grow your income, your network, or your opportunities. And here's the kicker. This isn't just about work. It's about life strategy. Discipline is useless without direction. Now, you might be thinking, Kai, I'm disciplined. I plan, I save. Isn't that enough? Here's the thing. Discipline without a wealth mindset is like driving a sports car with the parking brake on. You've got the power, the energy, the potential, but something invisible is holding you back. Most people who are disciplined at work but broke in life have scarcity thinking. They focus on what they don't have, rather than building the skills and networks to create abundance. Scarcity creates anxiety, stress, and a tendency to settle for small wins instead of pursuing real opportunities. Let me give you an example. I once met a guy. Let's call him Jake. Jake worked 60 hours a week in a corporate job, disciplined as hell, saved every penny, and yet he had no investments, no side hustles, and no plan for financial growth. Why? Because he was mentally trapped. He thought, I don't have enough money to start. I don't have the skills yet. I'll wait until I'm ready. The truth? Waiting never works. Discipline alone won't push you past scarcity thinking. Actionable step number 2. Shift your mindset. Start focusing on opportunities instead of limitations. Write down 3 ways you could grow your income this month, no matter how small. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start small. Start now. Momentum compounds faster than perfect preparation. Think of it like planting seeds. You don't wait until the soil is perfect or the sun is perfect. You plant, water, and adjust. Your money and your results grow the same way. Here's another brutal truth. Most disciplined people are excellent at hustle, but terrible at growth. Hustle is doing more. Growth is doing better. Hustle is staying late to finish your tasks. Growth is learning skills that pay you 10 times more for the same effort. Hustle is saving $50 a week. Growth is investing in yourself or an asset that grows your money over time. Most disciplined people fall into the busy trap. You think, I'm grinding, I'm disciplined, I'm productive, but what you're really doing is spinning your wheels in the wrong places. Here's where it gets really interesting. The human brain loves busyness. It rewards effort, not results. That's why we get addicted to being productive but not seeing real change. It feels good to check tasks off a list, but your bank account doesn't care. Actionable step number 3. Stop confusing activity with progress. Every week, ask yourself, which 1 to 2 actions will create the most impact in my income, skills, or future? Focus relentlessly on these. Everything else is filler. Think of it like this. If you want to build muscle, going to the gym and running in circles isn't enough. You need the right exercises, the right intensity, and the right plan. Same with life and money. Hustle without strategy won't get you results. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I was in a corporate job. I was disciplined, arriving early, staying late, completing every project perfectly. And yet, my life outside work was a mess. I had debt, no savings, and I felt stuck. One day, I realized something. I was trading my time for money, and that's it. I was disciplined, yes, but I wasn't thinking about leverage, growth, or opportunity. I was a hamster on a wheel, just like I mentioned earlier. So I made a decision. I stopped treating discipline like a trophy. I started using it as a tool. I audited my time, my habits, my mindset. I focused on creating leverage, learning skills that increase my income, building networks, investing, and taking calculated risks. Within months, my results started compounding. And here's the most important part. The same discipline that had kept me broke, now applied strategically, made me unstoppable. Here's what most people don't realize. The human brain is wired for instant reward. Discipline feels like a long-term investment, but the brain craves immediate payoff. This creates a mental conflict. Your discipline pushes you to grind, but your brain rebels against strategic long-term actions. That's why so many disciplined workers are broke. They do the work, but not the right work. They do tasks, not leverage. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When you combine strategy, mindset, and discipline, your brain finally aligns with your future. You stop feeling like you're sacrificing for nothing. You start seeing progress, momentum, and real growth. Now, you might be thinking, Kai, I don't have time for all this. I have bills, responsibilities, a 9 to 5? Here's the truth. Nobody has extra time. The difference is how disciplined people prioritize. Growth doesn't require huge sacrifices. It requires smart sacrifices. Spending 1 hour learning a skill instead of scrolling TikTok. Investing $50 in knowledge instead of coffee. Focusing on one high-impact task instead of 10 trivial ones. Another objection I hear, but I'm scared to take risks. Good. That fear is normal. Growth always feels uncomfortable. Discipline without risk is stagnation. The key is calculated risk. Small, smart steps that push your future forward without reckless gambling. So, if you're disciplined at work but broke in life, here's what to do starting right now. Audit your discipline. Identify tasks that are high leverage versus low leverage. Focus on what moves your life forward. Shift your mindset. Write down opportunities instead of limitations. Start small, but start today. Stop hustling, start growing. Prioritize high-impact actions that compound over time. Less busy work, more results work. Leverage fear and scarcity. Use your discomfort as a compass to grow instead of letting it paralyze you. Reapply discipline strategically. Discipline is your fuel. Strategy is your GPS. Combine them and watch momentum explode. Listen, discipline alone won't get you rich. Hard work alone won't give you freedom. You need strategy, mindset, and disciplined action all working together. Here's the kicker. Most people will never get this. They'll grind, struggle, and wonder why life isn't fair. But you're different. You're watching this. You're thinking critically. You're willing to challenge the assumptions that keep everyone else broke. So make today the turning point. Audit your actions. Adjust your mindset. Focus on growth. And then grind. But this time, grind with purpose. Remember, your future is built on the choices you make today. Don't just work hard. Work smart. Work strategic. Work relentless. And never settle for less than what you're capable of. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this. Discipline is a tool. Strategy is the map. Mindset is the fuel. Combine them and nothing can stop you. Hit that subscribe button, smash the thumbs up if this resonated, and start taking action today. Your future self will thank you.